do a thermostat replacement on a '03 Mitsubishi Evolution. I think I changed it when I did the 60K service, so we're gonna check to see how we do it. First things first, I actually could not find a thermostat that actually fit this at a parts store. I actually had to go to the dealer. There's rumors that you can use a gasket from a V6 engine off of a Mazda or an Eclipse, so we're gonna test that out today. What I got was this one right here. So it even says Mazda V6, 88 to 95, but I believe I looked up 2000. I'm not sure, 2001 or 2003 Mitsubishi Eclipse. Here is the O-ring for the thermostat. This is the actual thermostat. That's the part number. 180 degrees, just like the regular Evo thermostat. I've heard rumors about it, people saying it works. I know the Evo thermostat is a lot bigger than a regular Lancer thermostat. Yeah, this is pretty big. So I'm gonna, honestly, just by the looks of it, I'm almost positive this is definitely the right one. So first things first, you want to let the car cool down, completely cool down. You know, let it sit, make sure it's not hot. Make sure there's no pressure up top, and just take this cap off and relieve any pressure. Then you're gonna want to drain the antifreeze. In doing that, which I actually already have going, and jack the car up. I always have a jack stand under the car just in case, so you don't die. So next we go down, and the stock clamp is just a pinch clamp. Oh, got myself wet. Great. Just a pinch clamp. Take the pinch clamp down, and then you want to I use a flathead screwdriver and pry it off. I didn't pry it off too much because I'm still letting it drain. And then wait for it to drain. If you just pop that off, it's going to get fluid everywhere. It's a huge mess. So we're going to start with that, let that drain, and see what happens. So while the fluid is draining, we're going to come to the up top here. This is your thermostat housing. Inside here is your thermostat. Now, all we got to do is 10mm bolts. There's 3, 1, 2, 3. Some people will take the hose off. I do recommend doing that. Just for today, I'm going to leave it on. I loosen them up, and now what we got to do is actually pry this very easily, and this thing will actually pop off, and you'll actually be able to see the thermostat. Try it right now. I didn't even have to pry it. Honestly, I just popped off. Just give it a little bit of leverage. There you go. It's already loose. I still have the bolts halfway on. And take the bolts off. Let's see. Once these are off, let's put them somewhere safe. And a lot of these, doesn't look like they have washers, but they do have little holders in place. We took the bolts off. This, as you can see, can just kind of be moved out of the way. You can actually hear my fluid still draining pretty hard. I lift it up, I put a little towel here, and just let it kind of collect its thing. The thermostat's actually stuck to this, so we won't really know. I'm going to let this drain a little bit. Once it's drained, we'll take the thermostat out and actually compare and see if we can use the Eclipse thermostat. I was actually just able to pry this off a little bit. The way it was actually seated was like this, so it looks like the little safety valve was pointing toward the wall. It was literally seated just like that. Just pried it off just with my hands, and just by the looks of it, by the looks of this thermostat, it looks almost identical. We're gonna do now we have a comparison of the brand new thermostat versus the old one. Now the old one is the one up top. You can definitely see quality issue. The OEM is just surpassed. You know, this one's a lot better. It's got some kind of rubber coating here that probably doesn't do anything, but just looks a lot better. Even the gasket itself is just so much thicker compared to the new aftermarket one. I mean, you can definitely see the difference. Now, measurement wise, they do match out. These are measured. Passes, same thing as this. I like to say the OEM one is, I could definitely get it fit, but it is, I mean, micrometers bigger than this one. I mean, there's not really a big difference. It's definitely going to fit. But they're definitely the same size. Looks like everything's going to work. Just looking at that gasket itself, definitely gonna do the job. So if I was go back in time and do it again, I'd say yeah, I'd still do it. The only thing is, like I say, you definitely have a quality issue. Now this doesn't look like this is a superstat, which means when the actual thermostat fails, it'll actually stay stuck open. Also, it looks like the rubber grommet gets a lot of dust and crud gets stuck in there, whereas in this one, it's not going to happen. Not trying to say that that's better or not, but I it's only looks like the only con about this rubber boot. Overall, the height wise, they are about the same. One's a little bit taller, but once you press that down, it looks like it will clear. We'll find out once I try to install this. Reinstall this. The way I'm going to reinstall it is just the way I found it. There's no safety valve on this. Like I said, the safety valve is not necessary due to the design of this thermostat. Once it fails, it will get stuck open, so you don't need the safety valve. This wasn't a 45 degree. Don't think it really makes a difference, but I'll line it up with 2 bolts like that and put it in. There it is, seated nice. Definitely not bad at all. I'm very surprised. I'm actually, I thought it'd be very wiggly and off-centered, but this is, like I said, I'm very surprised with it. Gonna leave it like that. Put this back on. Nice and snug. There's no gasket. Nope, no gasket. That goes in here. Everything looks nice and clean. Gonna probably clean this off before I bolt it on. Probably clean this off too. Just wanna, you just want it to mate right. And then once that's on, just bolt it back up, and I'm gonna turn it back on and see how it goes. All right. There it is, super nice.